Whatever. It works. I don't think the stream has ever seen the rest of my keyboard, I'm not gonna lie. There you go.
Ooh.
I think I can switch it if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Let's mess around with my keyboard. Oh, how fancy. Huh? Oh, these are cool. Oh, not my O.
Yeah, 30.
Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Nice.
Is this the next day after? I'd like to check my pumpkin.
Nice.
I'm not sure if you saw in chat. I was wondering if you said like, did the dead inspector also carve a pumpkin herself, despite believing it was a silly tradition? Oh, sorry. Can we check on her pumpkin?
So I'd like to say thank you, Sean Hardlock, for putting up the barrier, and I'd also like to inspect the goblin that we found suspicious last time. I thought that was the half orc.
Matilda.
Well, I'd like to investigate Great then. I saw you went into the. I was told you went into the shack over there yesterday, last night. Could you tell me what for you went there?
Vroom.
Well, you are a suspect for this murder. I hope you know.
Cool.
So you just don't want to defend yourself? Like, there's a murder case going on here. That all
What's-
depends on what you say about yourself.
What theories did you have about this case? If you don't mind sharing.
Speaking of which, can I ask if you know of any connection Sean Hartlock might have to this case? So he was there. Wait a minute. So he was there for a lot of these? Okay.
Do you know magic?
Stagecraft.
And one more question: would you say call yourself wealthy? Not a front from around here. I wouldn't know.
Can I do stuff? Can I try and pickpocket this goblin to see if I can find anything interesting? Oh, beautiful.
If you can
Will
what? Sir?
not work.
Okay. So just a D20 plus my modifier. That's an 11. So, dirty 20.
Can I roll insight to see if the goblin was telling the truth? Yeah. Right?
Can I roll investigation on this paper?
4.
Ooh. You're never gonna believe this, but I just got another dirty 20 because I rolled an 18.
Hmm.
Is that the name of the person who got murdered? Okay. Okay.
Is the masked man still around? If y'all are up to it, I think we should investigate him next.
Can I ask the goblin person, um, like just like tap him on the shoulder? I'm like, so why is there ale on this? I'm gonna give it to him. It's his, but was that drunk woman, whatever, Denzen? Uh,
And that did not work.
We'll be here when you get back. Go pick him up.
I say we talk to the mass salesman that everyone's all right with that.
I would like to talk to that person that's in. They were a member.
I would like to talk to the plants. But
Is
go
he
ahead.
the only one
I'm
voting
also
no?
interested in the masked person. So if you guys want to do that instead, I'm fine with that.
I'm
works
interested
for
by the
me.
plant idea.
Same.
I also kind of like her plant idea if she can talk to plants.
Druid.
Yeah.
I believe so. You mentioned there was like big tree in the middle of the court, or I assume there's a bunch of trees and so on. The courtyard.
We find moss.
Hmm. I like that. I like that.
So I guess we
Okay.
find some close to the building, as close to the building as we can, because they would have the best view, even though they're
Yeah,
plants,
and they would see if someone passed.
despite being plants,
Yeah, I can, it says
and
they
thus
can relay
lacking
that information.
photoreceptors of any kind.
But that's details.
Yeah.
It's a world of
Stop
magic.
adding your
Come on.
science to my fantasy.
Yeah, give me my suspension of fuck was it suspension of
Stop using big words.
that.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. I think
I
so.
think warlocks are special in short rest.
In the previous session when we were, but we could say that was that past, whatever,
The
whenever
guard
ago.
post session,
Yeah, that
where
I
we got
spent
all
like
the heat.
wild shape and so on the guard post. Session.
Didn't you use to tell if there's any magic on the liver?
Um. Yes, I am attempting to cast that. I mean, does the extended rest apply to leveling up as well? Because I would have leveled up from the previous session, as per my log sheet. Um, In that case, I do. In fact, I imbue. You all see the fire spirit within Tinder flicker a bit. And those of you who can sense magic can feel something changing. Tinder imbues plants within the courtyard, with limited sentience, and walks and finds an ivy branch sprawling, vine sprawling along the edge of the building, where the watchtower. Sorry. And actually, out of character, did we take the hyacinth with us, or does that hyacinth? Perhaps if it has any life in it still.
I'm not sure wounds if that helps.
So it'd be like talking to a zombie.
I
That's
love
amazing.
that. I love that.
And his man the dead plant.
Wait, just
Oh, I saw a thing somewhere. Where it's like if you revive or do some kind of resurrection on like leather armor while someone's wearing it, whether or not that would cause that thing to become an animal. The kinds of resurrection that like make you regrow limbs and so on. I'm not exactly sure, but
oh, so you just grow like a full cow around your body? That's disgusting.
The ones wearing dragon scale armor cast true resurrection. They're having a bad day.
Oh no! Weaponized resurrection spells. You thought I was a healer.
Nature takes
with-
intelligence, right? Hold on.
yeah, I will forever take issue with that. Then you know.
Wait, can I do spell on her real quick? Hold on, I have to click on it. It's enhance ability. And I would like to put Fox's cunning on her. So she has advantage on intelligence checks.
Very nice. Thank you very much. And oh yeah, I was gonna say, speak with plants applies to multiple plants within. It's an area spell, so I'm not only casting it on the hyacinth, but at the area at large. But yes. First, I would still like to. Actually, no. I would like to go into the watchtower to retrieve the hyacinth. Oh yeah, nature. Yeah, sorry.
Basically, pick one ability score and then check with it.
18.
The only thing I'd have to roll for would be Bear's Endurance.
Hmm. And life support.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on the Hyacinth just to be safe?
Yes.
It does.
Ooh, yes. It's gonna crack this whole thing wide open right now.
Son of the Living Dead with the little green lady.
It regains 3 HP.
Oh, ooh.
Mofan does these from the pollen.
Do we have any water here? Someone bring me water. And then I didn't say to the plant, it will end soon. Your time will come soon, but you are needed still. Tell me, what? Who did this to you? Caretaker. That is. It is a cruel act to raise something just to kill it. It is. Can you describe your caretaker? We'll let you go after this. We will let you return to the circle.
Okay.
And okay. Okay. Can you ask the
Ash
Oh
gender.
boy. Does anyone
I cast
we
cure
can't
wounds on
feed
it.
it good berries? We can't feed it good berries.
Oh, I could.
That
Biscuits.
would be so cruel. To
Well,
just like
biscuits.
shoving good
I
berries
mean,
down its
nature.
throat.
6 points. I motion to the group and ask it whether or not did your caretaker resemble any of these people here in any way. Oh dear.
So it does recognize someone.
What about a level 2 necromancy spell for gentle repose, and try and cast it to keep it alive just a little bit longer?
Just need a
Yeah.
necromancy spell
Oh,
on
yeah,
a flower.
just to clarify. Sorry, gone.
Being stable to this plant. Yeah, basically, it stops you from making death saves for a while.
It's currently undead. So like,
Is it though?
Not really. It's
But if it won't decay, then oh my god, this poor thing is being held hostage. Like, being
We can take it
interrogated.
Gotta be
around
honest,
town and see if it notices it
Well,
of its owner.
No, I didn't mean to. I wasn't to clarify. I wasn't asking it to recognize any of the group, but um,
Is Sean with us?
like feature-wise, description-wise.
Is it too late to hop in?
or I can cast some water on it.
Okay. I did also want to ask the Ivy if it saw anyone passing carrying the hyacinth, or like if the person, if it did see or sense someone carrying a hyacinth, if that creature was still in the courtyard. But I'm not sure if I need the rest of the group to help me with this, because I'm not sure how to play without.
maybe ask it for a description. The person who raised it.
We
You
can
could
also
just
just
did
take the
that.
flower and walk it around and point it at people we suspect.
Wiggle.
Are we sure the flower can see?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's only as weird as like watching druids
It
do
can
other stuff
maybe
or watching
sense its
wizards do
owner.
stuff.
It can sense it. Someone brought it up, so maybe it can sense its owner.
I mean, it knew that the caretaker did this to it, so it does sense the caretaker's presence, at least it seems.
So that means they did it.
Okay, let's Okay, so Tinder. By this time, I assume someone found some water and we put this little hyacinth in a glass or something. Maybe someone. Does anyone have any water?
Again, organ failure.
Yeah.
Nah, let's do that. Okay, yeah, sure.
So,
I literally have a spell where I can create water, so I might want to cast. It's prepared. Yeah. Yes, but okay. Okay,
so
yeah,
we take it
that's
to
fine.
Sean. I'm really sus of Sean. Huh.
So, might you know something about like the exchange that happened? There was some kind of gift or a letter or something was passed around. Might have overheard something, or maybe seen closer. I don't know. Does it know anything about the people swapping the thing?
People swapping.
Which
The goblin and the thing that he was giving to the lady. Can you communicate to other plants? We take this plant to the bush that they were near. We get it to ask as a middleman, even though it's like dying. Oh,
Anyone?
yeah, sure. I can create some more water for it. It's time.
Jarl, is it
Yeah.
too late to hop in? Keep it alive. Is it like
Yeah.
a damage? Is it like a damaged flower? Like it doesn't have roots or that kind of thing? Is it possible for me to use mending to try and repair the damage to it?
Also,
Gotcha.
mending is a cantrip, so I don't think it would have any weight. And if it did work.
Would cure wounds also work with that?
Can we ask if it was like had how big the garden was that it was from?
Does the druid have
Interesting.
plant growth?
I do.
Can or
Sounds like
the
someone who is rich.
We already know it was a noble.
could the druid cast plant growth on it?
Oof. I'm not sure if that would be wise. I don't think that would achieve much because it's a clipping, but although plant growth.
Magically grow like it overgrowth and that sort of thing. Try and grow some of the roots back.
Um,
Well, do we need it for that much more time?
I think its time has passed and it's already being like held hostage basically to be interrogated. So I wanted to return it into the circle of life and death.
I do got one more question for it though.
Yes.
When you feel bad, I want to
did
save
you
it.
travel after being brutally clipped?
Yeah.
I relayed the question. Oh, okay.
Was it just water? Or sorry, I'm asking the wrong questions.
No,
Did
I
they
think
tell us
we
how far
should.
away it was from?
Are you
There
done with
was
the
a
interrogation?
So
Um,
And I said
I-
pocket
You
random,
didn't
dude.
answer my question. Like, I asked how far away it was from. No, how long? Like, how far away was it from when he was cut? From where?
Cast Cure Wounds. I cast
Where
Cure
do we go?
Wounds.
So there was a lot of plants where he was from, I guess. And there was water nearby, maybe. Or just the water that we got. I also have cure wounds whenever we need it, but obviously we've just done that, so later on.
Honestly,
do
I
we
think
still
we've
want
got what
to?
we
Random, dude.
I think we've got what we're gonna get from this plant. It doesn't really know like what the person looks like, so
It can sense. I
What
think
was
we
the
could
color of his
still.
hair?
You could still ask for like facial features, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Color of hair. Brown and red.
So, Auburn.
Would it know the race of the person by like the hands that we used to
Unless it was wearing
cut
gloves.
it down?
No, because the thing already said that it doesn't like it's not familiar with different races of humanoids.
Fair enough.
Was there any
Was it
very obvious facial hair?
Oh, beautiful. You remember if the person is female or male?
I cast Cure Wounds.
Man.
And that's me out of spell slots.
Great.
I still think we could take it around the courtyards and
This is
I
I
have
want to take
I
it
have
to
one more.
Polly. And now that
I
we know
could
the hair
cast-
color, I want to take it to Polly.
Polly.
I ask what his skin color was.
ooh. Yeah. What skin color? Yeah. I gotta head out. Bye bye.
Wait.
So it sounds like human.
Yeah.
Fair enough,
Human,
perhaps.
big garden,
But,
Can I ask the
uh,
DM what color Sean's hair
for
was?
someone who knows how to do autopsies. I think we've got our man.
Don't be so hasty.
Okay, so
Well,
here's the
that just helps
evidence.
us know that he is a good suspect.
A flower that was dying and possibly hallucinating, doesn't remember a face, is about most of our evidence against him.
Okay,
Alright?
no, okay. So here's what we got from Not the Flower. From Not the Flower, we had an autopsy surgeon's mark on it. Okay, Sean Hartlock is a mortician. He does autopsies on the regular. He did most of the autopsies for this case, the corpses had that mark on them before he got to them. Secondly, we also
According
know
to him.
that according to him, but this body
still
also had the mark of a mortician on it before he got to it. We know of. Secondly, like, well, actually, no, not secondly, because it also had stitching in it, but that's linked to him also being a physician. It's the same skill set, so
He
Do
also-
we
really
raise undead and talk to the plants and talk to the stitching? No, I'm kidding.
we
we
should
also know
spend all
like,
of our spell slots on.
So
No,
he,
no, no,
we,
plants.
we also know
Slow
that
down.
that Sean witnessed the pumpkin being tipped over the edge. We really need to narrow it down to people who saw that and then can condulge.
we also know that it's
Do we know where the plant nursery is?
we know that it's likely a noble, because they know like the language of families, language of plants and so on, and
We
Yeah,
also
the
know that
mortician done that very well.
someone who has access to spells, transmutation spells.
spells, money for the runes, which is kind of funny since he did bring up that it could have been a rune that did it last time.
It also doesn't make sense for him to
Would be-
basically be ratting himself out with those pieces of information.
Or trying to mislead by, making him
Seem like he's the good guy.
exactly.
Could
I
have
still
been.
think
maybe
we
find out where the place is and who owns it?
yeah, we'll probably still be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we done with the interrogation of the flower?
I don't know. I did kind of want to
Uh,
take it around court and see if it recognized anyone, but
We have a
That
body.
doesn't
Just
take too much
We have a
time.
body, don't we?
we do.
But I don't think we should, because honestly, this is kind of broken that we're able to talk to the flower.
A little
the
bit.
DM allowed it.
But also, we don't want to use all our spell slots in case the said killer wants to fight us.
Yeah, true. Very
Yeah.
true.
That's
What
the part I'm
about-
concerned about.
Has anyone talked to the dead yet?
Oh.
The corpse here.
We did
Don't
not.
have to.
Can we?
Well, by
Uh,
now, I believe the
yes.
city guard would have carted.
Do you have
No,
the spell?
The city guard
No,
has
the
not
city
come
guard
I
in.
didn't
have
make it yet
the
because of
ability to
guard.
do it innately.
Wait,
Ah,
You can talk to the dead by yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so
And
Oh,
you
you
didn't
know
think
that-
to mention that before
I just got here.
A
in
mystery.
previous sessions.
I haven't been in the previous sessions.
he was
He
in
wasn't in
Fair
the previous
enough.
session.
Space.
He was with
He was-
me in the
Fair
second
enough.
one.
Goose went to space last time. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm double checking. I'm double checking and reading, like making sure that the invocation is. I'm not mistaken.
So I would like to point out that the Goblin Grink was the last one to go in that we know that went in. So we know that Polly went in. Then it was
Oh, I don't have that because it's a level 9 requirement.
Draw Telda. Then the Goblin went in. That was the order they went in. So that means it had to be. It could have been one of them. Because the
Did
Ivy said
Hardlock go in?
we don't know. He didn't roll high enough to tell us all who went in.
I think we. I remember when we went to follow the goblin in there. The DM asked us if we went immediately or in a while.
Yes, but the Ivy did say that they were. Wait, the Ivy said they had a fight, didn't they?
Start a riot. Let's start a
Can you still talk
riot.
to the Ivy, but because it'll stay alive, we can talk to the Ivy when they come back, and say like,
Yes, but the spell only lasts for 10 minutes. So
well, we're gonna say the 40 minutes doesn't count. This is like out of character. We're just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Just like, but we can't go like do something else and then come back like in an hour because I'm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
say we do that first. We talk to Ivy, see if like something more drastic than just them like arguing happened. And other than that, I really want to talk to Sean,
Yeah, I agree. And the
Yeah.
mask guy as well.
the mascot. I want to see the mascot's face.
I
Also,
I just have this gut feeling that it's Sean for some reason. It's just,
Yeah.
Sean's
Plus, the DM did say, like, out of context, we don't know, the characters don't know this, so I'm not going to play as if we know this, but it is something.
Maybe
it is what?
Actually,
What'd you say?
I'm not going to say it because there was something the DM said, but I'm going to play it so we don't know it.
yeah, that's probably for the best.
But also, hi, Goose.
Hi, Goose.
Goose says hi.
Goose.
Goose. Goose waves. Who all is here?
Monkeys.
Mo Fan's here.
Among
Home
Us.
is here.
Tinder's here.
I will turn into a
I am
monkey.
present.
So is your cat form out? Or are you turning a cat?
Yeah, Goose's cat form.
I pet the cat.
His ears go down, and he just.
Blue is not here.
Hey,
Blue is not here. Cool. So all the people who are aware of how things are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
wish
only
it was
Tinder
here.
in
That would be
character,
funny.
I believe.
Yes, correct. Tinder is the only character other than people I know in person that are aware in character.
Well, Tinder
And
has
that's
a
only-
great idea.
No, Tinder knows. I straight up
Tinder really knows.
She was holding on to me for the session that we were in together, and then at the end I walked up to her and was like, "Can I have that back?" And before she could reach for it, it just crawled off of her head onto down and onto my hands, and
So we're saying it was part of her when she was a spider, and she didn't drop it when it was a spider.
She dropped it when it was a spider, but because I am able to move, I just we just retconned it that I climbed back on her when she turned back.
Okay, and she just didn't notice she
tell Blue
dropped
that.
Yeah, I mean,
Someone else
he's
picked
a
it up.
tiny
Like,
creature. Well, I can theoretically climb or stick up walls, so I could have just stuck to the ceiling when you turned into a spider and you not noticed. Huh? What'd you say?
So, anyone else have suspicions on who it might have been?
Sean's the guy from the Zentherum, isn't he?
Yes, he's one of Carrell's
Kiarl, yeah.
Kiarl's personal characters, but he's playing it. It's like an NPC, but he can be the killer.
I think he could be, but I think it's a red herring. I think especially I don't know, the things add up. He's the closest thing to a mayor the city has, according to himself. It would fit the noble. He has access. He has the money. He has the, whatever. He's red-headed. That we know is a lead.
Yeah, but we also know that he lives kind of far away too, though. He lives on the opposite side of town, which the flower said not far.
So here's the thing.
Area. I want to ask the maskman when he gets back. That's the first one I want to inspect.
Who are all of our suspects?
We got Polly. We got the goblin, which we might have cleared, might have not. We can always go back. We got Drawl, Telda, Sean, the masked man, and really anyone else in the quarter.
Who's Droll and Tilda?
Tilda was the bard. Polly was the bartender.
Okay.
The goblin was the one we saw that was creepily just standing to the side in a hood, which is
it's probably not the it's probably not the goblin because it said light skin.
The goblin would know who pushed over the hold up, sorry.
He would have known that the pumpkin was pushed over. But we did talk to him. He's not rich. He doesn't know magic.
Yeah,
he could also be lying. We didn't do a deception check or anything.
He's also a goblin, which does not fit the light-skinned description necessarily.
Yes, but the flower could also be lying to us. It said that its time was over, that it was ready to go. It literally could just be leading us down a goose chase at this point.
Would a flower do that though? Like have the capacity
If-
to like lie and manipulate?
I mean, if you're the one keeping it alive and it wants to die,
The DM
probably.
is controlling
I
it.
feel like
We
it
had-
represents
We were able to resurrect it and talk to it. There's no telling
Yeah.
what it can do.
Okay, fair.
So
Yeah.
resurrecting and talking to it, if it wanted to die and you're keeping it alive, then it wants you to stop, so it's going to comply. Or tell
Yeah.
you at least what it thinks you want to hear. But if it wants to live, like either way, you're its source of life. So if it wants it, it's going to comply to keep you doing it.
It's easier to basically tell the truth though if you're in that kind of situation. If you're in that kind of pressure and you just have to think on the
Yeah.
fly, like yeah, you're literally just gonna say whatever, even it probably will just be the truth. So,
I agree with you guys. I'm just saying it's possible that it's lying.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
And
keep that in the back of your mind while we're doing this.
Goose
the
also
same
just looks
time-
over at Tinder and just kind of gives her a little shh, like finger up, like don't tell no one.
Right, creepy little kitty. Um,
I'm
He's
gonna
wearing-
go ahead and leave. I'll try to be back by 45. See you then.
okay,
okay, I see you.
you're fine.
I feel
He's not
bad about making
creepy.
him
He's
use.
wearing a
I feel bad about making him use all his spell slots. The guy that just left.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
chose to do that. That guy sometimes makes some
Questionable
choice.
non-tactical decisions.
Wait, was that the druid?
No.
No, the druid is Tinder. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was
Is that
another
druid
druid.
as well?
and
I know
Cause,
you look like a druid, and that's about it. I forgot what you look like.
basically,
I'm
basically,
pretty sure that guy was an
tree
arcane fighter.
construct with a fire spirit in it.
Are you a
Yeah.
druid?
Yes.
Okay.
Think
okay.
wooden Iron Man
Yeah.
with cool antlers.
I can put a picture in the thing. Also, if you guys wanna describe your characters and things like that we kind of skipped over.
Goose
Or if
looks
anyone-
like a simple
Completely, yeah.
gray tabby cat. He walks in. He's wearing a little vest and has a small bracelet on today. It's almost like a gauntlet or like a like arm piece for like his forearm. It's a little bit wide and looks almost like a little like metal engraved armor piece with fancy like little words on it.
Mo Fan is a Lightfoot halfling, so he's the size of about a barrel of ale. He looks like he's been around the block as a criminal-ish look that he's been like roughed up a couple times, and you can tell that. He also had that Doug appearance with like armbands, like with like knuckles, like with like pointy bits on it, and he wears like now he's wearing a studded armor instead of leather, but he used to only wear leather armor.
Oh yeah, the cat also has a gun. I almost forgot that. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
strapped.
and
It's
they
like
have a
just a
gun.
handgun, but it's strapped on his back like a large rifle.
I also do have 102
Okay, so
daggers,
yeah, I
so don't
look
get on
like
my
a
bad
cat.
side.
There's a bracelet around my wrist, and I have a gun.
Yep.
So don't get on my
The,
bad
gu-
side.
the
102
gun is just like a minor detail.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you notice?
Just an afterthought.
What do you notice? The cat wearing a vest, standing on two legs, and walking around, or do you notice the gun on his back?
I noticed
part
cat
of
with
gun.
gun, yes.
he
I think I would notice cat with gun.
just looks at you and just slides it underneath his vest.
Oh, so I think someone was trying to say something and got interrupted.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I just think Nameless Panda has like background noise.
Oh, okay. So
What does Nameless
Sounds
Panda
good.
look like?
I'm a stout halfling. the cleric, and I'm sort of just dressed as you'd expect, like chainmail and cloth in the front with like a holy symbol on it.
Hey, cleric, do you by any chance know any commune with dead spells?
No, not really. I have.
We can do it tomorrow if not, like after. But
Hmm.
It is kind of weird how great clerics can be at necromancy.
yeah, clerics can just like you could sleep and then in the morning pray to your god, be like, I need to talk to dead people, and get that spell. real
No,
quick.
the next player I want to play is going to be a druid, so I can learn necromancy.
I already
Ooh,
have
you-
necromancy. I'm just not in the mood to raise this body from the dead.
No, I
I
just
can-
want to
I
play
can,
as a
like,
character that can
prevent-
like raise dead and do all that because that just sounds like a lot of fun.
I have it for free.
It's definitely a particular build, yes.
I can prevent
Use that build is a
the
particular
undead,
build, but
I just
and
have.
Yeah,
create
that
water
level
with-
of resource management, though, with handling all those bodies just does not appeal to me.
So the thing is, you can give them lethal commands. They follow any command you give them.
I just let me that.
So you
Yeah.
can just tell them to kill themselves if you don't have the spell slots at the end of the day. And then raise them back when you do.
Fighter, what does your character look like if you're still there?
He looks like a
I
fighter.
am a regular-looking guy in a pretty nice suit, with like a Shakespearean mask type deal on his face, like a top hat.
Oh,
No.
I didn't realize. Is everyone wearing masks?
Well, I wear
I
this mask
wear
anyway.
but it's like on the side of my pouch. I wear a mask that I bought from the mask salesman
Why would you do that?
because I love the mask.
So I kind
It is
of
a nice
like
mask.
look around.
I'm
see a couple-
extremely new in town, so I'm yet
Tinder
to
has
acquire any mask or anything
had a
like that.
makeshift mask out of fashioned out of leaves on the day of festivities, but noticed people not wearing masks anymore the next day, so does not currently have it on, or
And
has
that's the thing
discarded
about
it.
Tanner,
Goose
you know how
kind
I
of-
gave the
oh.
mask to Blue in the last session? We can't really say that
Oh, I think
the-
I might have
this-
disconnected.
the last session was like in the past because I wouldn't have the masks then.
Goose
Oh,
notices
no, he's
everyone
talking
kind
about,
of.
like...
Sorry.
what?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm talking
so
about
when
Monday.
Kiarl said about sessions happening before this session, he was talking about, like, before the original murder case that got us into this situation.
Yes, but
Or, like-
I only bought the mask when this happened. So I wouldn't have had the mask to give to Blue to hide his face, which I did.
Yeah,
It's
so I
not
guess...
a big deal. I don't
Yeah, it's not a
think.
big deal.
Yeah,
That's
it
kinda funny
doesn't
to think
matter.
about.
The lore does not matter. Time does not matter.
It's a
did-
little. It's a
You've been
little
thinking
wonky.
again. Ugh. You need to
Jesus,
stop
it was
that.
foretold.
So I think we do need to decide like what order we're gonna interrogate the people.
I think we should start with the dead ones tomorrow.
What do you mean tomorrow?
You're a cleric. Do you have third level spells?
What do you mean by tomorrow?
Saying
I
when your
mean,
spell slots
we could take a long rest, and clerics can change their spells out on a long rest. If you have third level spell slots available, you can just
Yeah,
get
but
that spell
are
to
longer
do that
here.
thing and like talk to the dead and just like we can just ask the dead people who killed them what they looked like.
We are
Wait,
doing rest
but-
like the DAD book. He said.
What?
But that's seriously what I can do.
I said he said that the rests are like in the DAD handbook or whatever.
Yeah, so I
Oh
can
yeah,
I
I
can
need to read that.
spells on a rest.
You I'm sorry, nameless. You said you can or can't?
So I can do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
So
do you have third level spells?
Yeah, I'm level 3. I've only got level 1, 2, and cantrip.
Oh, okay. Then we won't be able to explore that angle.
Does a droid?
No.
Do you have any necromancy spells or no?
Druids can kind of speak to plants. Unfortunately, that doesn't get us like it. We've
Well,
already
droids
done
have
so.
necromancy
Yeah.
spells
Um,
if they build their character like that.
No, I don't. I think I'm not a spore druid. Spore I think has some of that options. I mean, I
yeah, the
have wither and
spores.
bloom. That's the closest you get to like, I do necrotic damage. Woo.
I can animate the corpse, but it's not going to be able to speak or have its memories.
You give it a bell like in Breaking Bad.
Goose looks around, sees everyone kind of like wearing masks and or having masks and things, and kind of feels left out. So he turns around for a second and pulls off the little gauntlet and like hides it and shifts it into a mask and puts it on. And it just looks like Tinder's face. Like a little bit cartoony with like where there's like seams and stuff kind of like filled in with like wooden, like it looks like a little wooden carved mask.
I'll be back in
I
my run to
take the-
restroom while we have time.
I take the dangling bit of fabric in front of my armor and throw it over my face, and then like
I should
put it
probably
just in front of my nose so I can see, and then
I should-
I just wear that.
I should probably get
Tinder
dice so that I can actually, do rolls and things, but I'll grab those
might be a
here.
good idea.
real quick.
Tinder
It's like a
inquires
cat
about
version of Tinder. as well.
Tinder talks to the cat about the craftsmanship of his disguise.
The craftsmanship of it.
Yes.
Well, what would you like to know? It's just kind of it's very finely crafted. I just did it real quick, but
It's just like it's more of an Tinder excessive appreciation from one craftsman to another.
oh,
Who
well,
you wear? Sort of do.
it's kind of just an expression of oneself, and like it just kind of stems from how good one is at depicting their own image. He winks at her, knowing that she knows what's going on.
They
Is
have
Tinder-
they have a limited understanding of transmutation magic. Would it be? Not sure.
Nope. It's not magical. You can hold it if you'd like. He like takes it off and holds it up.
Tinder inspects the object closely, or well, the extension of self, but objects.
Yeah. If you would like to roll an investigation, just for the humor of whether or not you find
Sure.
anything.
I'm not specifically looking at anything. Just like if trying to learn any tricks of the trade, basically.
Oh.
Of like carpentry or other artisan nature. 13.
It just looks like a pretty decently just a standard
Actually,
mask kind of.
Would I still have advantage on enhanced abilities from that guy that left? That is it like enhanced ability? Let me see.
How long had
Yes,
it been?
yes, you would.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like a 1-on-1 spell or just like during the duration?
Surely it lasts for like an hour or so, right? A day.
Okay, and in that case, I should still have advantage. Okay, so
Mhm.
16.
Oh, okay. Then you would notice that on the inside of it, like, there's actually a little bit of like there's what you can kind of see, you've seen the ring before, so you notice like it's like the top of the ring is kind of like sticking out on the inside just a tiny bit, and it's actually used as kind of like a leverage to kind of keep it on the face, like on top of the cat's head. But other than that, it
So
looks
it's not like
very.
It's not like strapped behind the head or anything like that.
No, it's like sculpted in a way that it actually kind of sits around the ears and the top of the head to kind of just sit on. And from like being kind of like rolling a 16, you notice the inside of it kind of almost has like a not quite a suction, but it just feels like when you like put it, like if you like put your hand on the inside, it's actually kind of like adhesive-ish,
Oh, sticky.
but like not to a point where it actually leaves any sort of residue, just kind of.
I wonder how that would work with your fur.
I was told to let you know you're a hot mess. Get it together.
Get out of here. That's my roommate. Was it the same person?
I'm so confused right now.
Delivery driver apparently thinks I'm a hot mess. She did?
You just
Okay.
get texts like that from delivery people.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Are you a repeat customer?
This is the first time I've ordered from the place.
There's something in here degrading your character, besmirching you.
Anyways, but
How do you feel?
the only part that you notice doesn't have that kind of like when you press your fingers against it, it gets slightly adhesive-ish, like kind of like a deployment of glue when you contact, but like the ring itself actually doesn't have any of that sort of thing going on.
Most interesting.
But yeah, other than that, it looks like just a standard wooden mask, and just kind of it actually, oddly enough, it looks kind like in portions carven, but like around the ring, it seems like the ring, like almost as if whatever it was carved out of was actually like grown around the ring, like as if it was there before the carving.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Does anyone else want to like plan anything for the investigation or anything like that before Carol gets back?
I don't think so. I don't have any planning particularly.
Not really. Maybe we should go over what we've collected so far. Just to nail down what we have.
Yeah, like we said before, from not the plant, we know about the Mortician's cut and the flower language. It's leading to noble, and what else?
Something about a mascot. I was thinking like it could like you couldn't get an ID properly. And it was like mascots who could be hiding their identity. The only other thing was like brown hair the plant was on about. I'm not saying we have to discard what it said or not, just that like brown hair and pale skin.
Red, I think.
Brown, red hair.
Like
So
if there's anyone,
Alright.
yeah, if there's anyone at the mortician place that fits that description, it's probably a good idea to start investigating who that might be.
well, the only one that comes to mind would be Sean. That we know that saw the pumpkin fall. We have an orc. We had a half orc. We had a goblin. The masked salesman. We don't know what he is. Sean, which is a human with reddish brown hair. And then there's Drawl Tilda, but I don't remember what he said she was.
What if the mask salesman's like from Majora's Mask and he's like selling masks that change you into a different creature, and so like the goblin is actually a different guy. for example.
No, because I put on one of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
With
put
the
on the
mirror.
most expensive mask that guy had, that guy was selling at the time.
Yeah, I
and it
bought a
didn't change.
$5 worth mask.
It's like a mirror mask, basically.
Ooh,
Which I do believe was
that's
one of the
an
masks.
interesting movie, though. Mirror Mask.
No, it was linked somewhere as an item, I think.
I think it was in the table 0, but it's like really far up.
So does he look like the guy from G.I. Joe? Right, he's got the. It's literally just two planes of glass, like reflecting.
I'll find it in here and I'll send it.
So from the plant, which is a little more dubious, we got that person that we're looking for has auburn hair, has a very large garden, and lives close to here.
What about when he
Close to
gets
here?
back, we say, like, if we can ask the plant one more question, but it's just a throwaway question, and we do insight to see if we think it's lying to us or not, and like it's literally, like just as a test.
If only we had thought of that, but I think we let it die.
It's worth a
Yeah,
try.
I think when he gets back, it's like really time to let it die. Like with every cast of healing and mending and so on, Tinder grows more
Definitely.
restless at the thought of the circle of life and death being disrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not worth casting any more spells on it just to do that. So fair enough.
Oh yeah,
We shall see. Okay.
So
Unless
I
you
don't
wanna
know, I
ask
still
any
feel
of the other plants, like the ivy or anything.
I want to ask Ivy one thing, and that was did the fight escalate between the goblin and Denzin or whatever her name was?
Like the goblin wasn't there yet when the hyacinth was placed.
No, the goblin had already been gone.
That's why we'd be asking the ivy.
Oh, okay. And if all else fails, I can always locate plants and recast that as a ritual throughout the day until we find the garden.
If you look at he did post
Is a plan.
It's
Just
a bit. I'm pretty
seek out
sure
all the
Carol
biggest
would be.
gardens.
I'm pretty sure half the people here would be mad at me if we did that, but like
I mean,
that's an option that I'm just like throwing out there.
You're using your character abilities to solve a problem. I mean, Kiarl might have problems with that because we're basically cracking this thing wide open.
That's
this
the end
one
thing.
session.
As
It's
if
still,
the
I think it
previous
was-
time where I like what did I even do to discover like the mending and so on.
This is the last session do the liars night anyway though.
Yeah, but this is also finding the Bloody Hyacinth is part of a larger overarching story. So if we find the Bloody Hyacinth this session, we've essentially solved pretty
Moved it
big
into
mystery
basically.
that a bunch of other people are apparently trying to solve, and we just bring in one druid and destroy the entire case.
So if you look at table 0, there's the masked salesman.
I gotta admit, I don't know how many of my spells are actually going to be that useful. So like, if we can get an arrest there at any point, and there's any recommendations for something we might want that's like a level 1 or 2 or cantrip, I can have a look at that.
I mean, so what did you pick for your spells for today? Is it mostly utility or mostly damage stuff, or a little bit of both?
Bless, spray or destroy water, cure wounds, detect evil and good, which I thought might be useful. Bless, calm emotions, in case I guess we're interrogating anyone and get out of hand.
Oh, yeah.
Gentle repose again, which is the like prevent undead thing. lesser restoration locate object, which would be useful.
And fire.
Spirit of weapon
Fireball.
and zone of truth.
Ooh,
Zone of truth.
We could have
Yeah.
used that for the.
Wait, yeah,
we
Zone
coulda
of
used
Truth
that
can
for
be
the.
very much
I've
abused.
been believing the plant the whole time until it died. I have to admit. I apologize.
No, it's like
Can
I don't think
basically-
using the zone of truth on a plant would be a good use, but like maybe on Sean or the masked guy, or you know, it
No, we
would
can
Yeah,
probably
just
get
come in
all of
useful.
our just get all
To
of
get
our
some more
suspects
information
within the
from-
radius, and then just everyone stand in the zone of truth and
Oh,
ask the
that's a good
question:
idea.
Who did it?
So
Yeah. Just all the suspects. Just be like, all right, we need a meeting of all the suspects real quick. Okay,
So I'm-
cool.
I'm
And then
looking
just
back-
lock the door and be like, zone of truth.
I mean,
I'm
if
look-
it's
10
sorry,
10
go
We
ahead.
minute
don't even
duration.
have to like lock the door. We're just gonna be like, okay, it's time we finally get to the bottom of this. We're going to make sure that none of us can hide or get out of this. So we're going to cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, but
So
like you have to structure it like a
that's-
mystery, like a proper Agatha Christie novel, and this has to be the climax where we lock everyone in the same room and we go, "This is who it is," and then big fight in the
Yeah.
end. But
it also
just
like
think it's
more
the
dramatic if
locking
we-
the door is also primarily so that way the person can't run easily.
I could then
Oh,
also
you're
like,
right.
okay, yeah,
Oh, but if they run, then we know that that's the person.
Not
don't even have to cast
necessarily.
Zone of
We
Truth.
just know that they aren't comfortable with zone of truth, which means there could be other problems like going on. Like theoretically, there could be
Okay,
like an
yeah.
altercation that happened that like they didn't kill
Any
him, but
windows
they're
in
gonna
this room
feel
we're
like
using?
What?
could I try and use
Any
calm
windows in
emotion
this room
to
we're
get
using?
anyone
So guys,
acting
I'm
up
gonna
to
show you the
play?
Found the
pictures.
room
Well,
yet.
I found the pictures. If you want to see them of the characters.
Oh, crap.
Character
Um,
zero?
Yes,
Or
but I
take-
found all the characters are of the suspects. He put them on all when we did
Oh.
it this last.
Yeah, that'd be
That's-
useful. That'd be good.
That's the mask salesman. Mercury arm. Ooh, that's fucking dope.
I think that he was also
Okay,
saying
cool.
that like
Yeah.
that's someone else's character that we are like borrowing for use of.
You said it was like from his old campaign or something, right?
Fanzer's
Mask
mask,
stuff.
Mercury arm, Archmage Fanzer.
So this
Yeah,
is
I'm not sure.
This is Draw Tilda, the first one. Then there's Polly, which is the second one. And then the next one is just his like home screen, but I'm assuming that's Sean.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
see it. I don't see it anywhere.
Click on my screen sharing thing.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not getting any video feed right now, so
You can also scroll up in table 0.
Yeah, if you look at 11/03/2022, that's where it is. November 3rd.
Holy cow, my army is dyslexic.
Your army is dyslexic?
My roommate is playing Age of Empires 2 in the background. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, is that what Tinder looks like up on 1107?
11 or 7, I'm not sure, but I did like if you go to the end of table 00, I like linked the thing so you can like click to go up for reference. 07.
Oh,
Man,
that's
there's a lot of
that's
flowers around Sean Hartlock there.
No, that's something else. That's not Tinder.
yeah, no, that's the characters I think she was talking about. Like the
Oh, is
characters
that
were looking at
Tinder?
the suspect.
Yeah. Is that like what you look like, Tinder?
Yeah, for the wood forged with a fire core, basically.
Yes, I like that.
Fucking awesome.
That is not my art, by the way. I adjusted someone else's art. I will need to find out whose art it is so I can credit them properly.
And if you look at the one above, that's my character. It says
Cool.
Jerry Donald, but that's on my other account. I got 2 Discord accounts. We're not going to go into that though.
I do like how
Complications.
like the size, like the size of a barrel descriptor is actually like included in the picture. I love that.
I would like to say, So we know that it's an auburn-colored hair.
And that it implies
Ooh,
Sean is the only one that we know from the picture wise that has it.
Yeah. But the thing
Mhm.
is, so here's my thought. This is a lot of clear points, like pointing to Sean.
We should
could also
also
be a
check
red
out
herring.
the masked man.
Yeah, we don't know
because-
about the masked man. If you look at his other hand, it is pale as well.
The masked man is pale, but you can see his hair is black.
Can you? I didn't see that. Let me look.
We can quickly ask
I
Carol
still
that,
got it.
because that, we can ask for a basic description of the people in the courtyard to see if, if there was anyone else with red hair. That's
We could ask the Sean guy to escort me to buy a mask, and then while they're together, I zone of truth the both of them, and then we quickly try and find out what we need about the two most suspicious characters. Like,
yeah, but
apart
we,
from
we
them.
would need to keep them within the zone of truth for the duration. Because
I wonder if
Yeah.
Kiara will ever stop the stream for YouTube.
It's 15 feet.
I mean, I don't think he would keep it running.
I don't see why he wouldn't. It'd be entertaining for people to kind of. Or, well, actually, I kind of see why he wouldn't. Like theoretically, if he didn't want to.
Because then he's not. Then he can't moderate the conversation and be responsible for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
we
not
can say
even
anything we want on right now.
So what you're saying is we start saying things that'll get him banned.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, it depends. I know his channel is a PG, and because I have said some stuff that would have got him banned.
Turtle muffin, mother flucker, consent, brain. I don't. That failed. Hello, brain.
Hello, brain.
What's the stream name?
It's hard being. It's hard being a hive mind. Okay, you have to control all of your little brains at the same time and try and get them to go in the same direction.
So, what's the healthy amount of water you drink every day?
What? Healthy amount of water to drink every day?
Yeah.
8 liters.
So
Do you
here's
sweat a
the
lot?
thing. Are you thirsty?
Yes.
Then drink water.
Okay. So,
Do you often get
3.5
quackish
gallons,
or
is it
hungry?
too much? So 3.5 gallons, is it too much?
Not necessarily. It depends on your body's needs. And the thing is, so just a fun fact, the whole you need to drink 8 cups of water a day or that whole thing, that was actually created by Gatorade to make you buy more. It's a
was
legit
also-
commercial that they had in the
It was also not including the amount you would get through foods and so on.
yeah. So that's the thing is legitimately your body will tell you when you need more water. If you are thirsty, if you're sitting there and you're like your mouth tastes weird, you need water. Or to brush
Speaking
your
of
teeth.
which, be right back.
Depends.
At the same time, sometimes I don't notice when I'm thirsty, so I should probably just.
Is that way you have Kermit the Frog there to remind you?
Sipping
Yes.
Kermit.
Well,
Got him.
Kermit the Frog is there so that I can be like, so this is generally how I am towards most situations. If you check my tag, it's not my monkeys, not my circus. Which basically means most of
Not
this
my
is
problem.
not really my problem. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not my problem.
It's
Yeah.
actually a saying I say quite a lot in my day-to-day life. So I know what you mean. Yes,
This is
not my monkey,
actually-
not my circus is exactly the saying I say actually.
First time I've heard it in my life.
But it goes so well with this picture.
My roommate just said you're welcome because he's the one who introduced me to the phrase. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get pizza.
Nice.
Totally gonna use it in a project.
So what tea is Kermit drinking there?
Lipton brand, sponsored.
Oh, and now he starts making.
It kind of looks like a chai. Oh, it is Lipton. If you look at the, it is Lipton.
I told you.
Sorry if you hear pouring in the background. I'm filling up my water thing. So Goose went to get pizza.
So.
So calm.
Yes.
How'd you come up with your character?
Basically, I usually when I make characters, I'm not really great at making backstories and stuff. So I roll the ability scores first, and if I get a bunch of like really high scores and 1 or 2 low scores, that's interesting for me. Because one time I rolled like 2 17s and a 16 for a stat block, and then I got a 6. And I was like, that's interesting. So I made a Warforged wizard and put the 6 in charisma, so it's basically just an AI that has no personality whatsoever.
Yeah, I always find that's the case with RPGs. Like, you think if you've got like low stats at some point, you're not going to be able to do specific things. So it's like you have less options, but it's always more the case, like the opposite. Like because you are limited in certain abilities and better at others, there's like builds to a specific play style, and then that enriches the roleplay like so much. You actually have
High
to like your
ability
character
scores.
bleeds away.
High ability scores means you get to do more mechanically. Low ability scores means that you have more direction in roleplay.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
So
it's always the go-to example is the low intelligence in Fallout. But,
Yes.
low intelligence.
Have you seen Fallout 3 at 1 intelligence? They legitimately wrote like character lines for the player for every single dialogue option for 1 intelligence.
because
It is awesome.
To play the game and try and min-max it and just have like a really well-rounded character, and then another thing to be like, no, my character is built like this. He's really good at talking, but he's really dumb. But he's good at explosions, but he can't handle a gun.
Made my whole D&D group think that I'm a hot mess.
So I just remembered.
You made the whole D&D group think that I'm a hot mess.
Well, that's because you are, Goose.
When you walked in, or like the delivery driver said you're a hot mess.
Didn't
Everyone was like, "You just get that kind of that kind of commentary from delivery driver."
What were you worried when
man.
he said that?
You should have told her to just come up and tell me herself.
Yeah, she could have joined the call and been like, this guy.
Even Mike's on.
Oh, I've been asking questions. So I just realized my character is holding 100 daggers in a backpack.
Shut up.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, not you guys. Oh God. I need Advil.
Domestic.
Also, don't forget those daggers are all marked with the city guard symbols.
Yeah, that's true. I think I
that in
am
mind.
actually wearing.
Goose very much is just openly wearing a like emblazoned like government issue fucking pistol on his back. But
studded armor.
He's also usually invisible, so he doesn't care.
Yeah. And you're basically uncatchable. So
I mean,
you don't have to worry about
uncatchable.
uncatchable.
No pun.
He's like a mushroom. He's a real fun guy.
Meow, meow, meow. I can be a mushroom.
Can also
Well, then
be
you
a
really
slime.
would be a fun guy.
Meow, 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 meow.
So
You need to do some art for your character. Like with the 4 cats, like just throwing boulders or like rocks at people.
Hold up.
yes, you need to
This is
draw the
my,
Gatling gun.
This is my
No.
break from
I have-
Blender 3D
I have
animation.
3D
project.
render. I have. Oh, sorry.
That was about it. Sorry. Go ahead.
So I found some
have 3D
art
renderings.
that might be cool for Calm to look like, but I don't know if it actually works because most of these don't even have faces.
I've mostly just been making this set at the minute, and it's like an office with a bunch of humans in it, and they've all got custom colored ties and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I'm just
I've got
gonna
to start
drop.
animating
I'm just gonna
deadlines here.
drop some videos in the table 0. This is what Goose looks like. Underneath the cute cat like disguise.
Oh, that one again. Yeah, I love that video.
Ah, my ears!
They're labeled specific. Like if you look at the MP, like the names, that's accurate to what their name is, like what they are essentially. He has a humanoid form, and then he has the familiar, and then he has gargantuan.
If you look in the RP table 0 chat, you'll see something funny.
The RP table 0. Oh, this one. You mean this one?
Yes.
Yes, that is me.
I hope you know I put Catling, like cat in parentheses, and just let Catling gun up.
Yeah, that's his nickname. Because of the four familiars being able to throw like 5 stones at a time. Mhm. With one familiar, he can actually he can throw. That's actually a difficult question. How many? So if he just casts into, like, if he just does a bonus action like before combat starts, he can kick off with just 3 shots out the front from one familiar. But
This one's actually better.
after that, he is at a steady rate of 2 shots per turn from the familiar. To be completely frank, he does not need the five cats to do catling anymore.
Wait, really?
Not very much, no. One familiar he can have throw 3 stones at first round, and then second round is 2. Hey, Kiarl's back. Time for me to not talk about my secret plans.
I actually found some better concept art for Calm.
Welcome back. Hello.
Kiarl, you should check the RP table 0, like the voice, like its chat thing. Mofan found some very accurate art for what Goose is like.
Little Goose.
Is the strap hooked to its collar? Sorry. Oh, messages? Yay.
He's back.
He just casually informs us that we are all dead.
Hello.
Meteors fall, everyone
Oh,
died.
back in time. That was quick.
I was
Yes.
Real kitties.
the
You're
cat.
showing on stream.
The cat did it.
Yes, we're really suspicious of Sean.
And the masked man.
Yeah, and the
Yes,
masked man.
specifically. Oh no! Okay.
Did we not tell from the voice?
I'm so glad that you're streaming on YouTube because I missed the cat and I have to go back to see the cat. Oh, cat! Hello!
I'm sad that I cannot see the cat because I cannot see video.
Like your beard.
So, Polly, this can you give us a description of Polly again? At this point, is the flower still alive? We just discussed.
I made a pretty little mask of of
Oh, Joe, not again. Oh,
Theoretically, could the flower be lying to us? Can I do a deception check or?
Zombie flower.
Okay, sure.
Can I assist with a nature check?
I got a 16 on the inside.
Is that sweat or is it just leaking from its wounds?
Well, it's covered with blood, so we wouldn't really be able to tell.
So, do you guys want to go talk to the masked salesman?
We wanted to speak to the Sean and then have them be introduced to me, more or less, so that they may take me to the mask salesman and I may purchase a mask and be dressed accordingly for the occasion. Not that it's particularly a bright occasion anymore.
I
since
do
the
put the
event
mask
was
on.
Tinder urges the group to
And your face explodes.
I've already
What
had
mind
the
be-
mask on once. The mirror mask that I bought from the salesman. Yay.
Tinder just asks around the group if anyone has any last questions for the flower, and if not, we shall
I
allow.
still believed him the whole time, I think.
I believe in the flower.
So if there's no more questions, we'll just let him go peacefully.
Yes. Not going to
Present.
stab it again.
Well, I can crush it underfoot if you want.
How do you
I feel
wish
like
to
we
pass?
should give it the chance to survive.
It doesn't
How-
want to survive. It wants to die.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
then
have done this.
Goose will just take a rock and just hold it up and just
Just let
strike
me-
it down the
I
middle.
crush it under my foot.
Oh,
I'm
come on,
holding it.
people. Why are you violent?
Why wouldn't I be violent?
Tinder
Would
does
you
not
rather
like
I eat the flower?
I wasn't
rather
going
you
to
stay
eat
over
it.
there.
And die in peace, you
Hyacinth.
murder
How would you like to pass? What do you want us to do with you?
send them away on a raft and let it dry. They will die of old age.
All right,
Plant
so
form.
should we talk to Sean or the masked salesman first, guys?
I'll leave it alone.
I say
Tinder
sure.
takes the hyacinth outside, and puts it if there's any like tree or like mound of dirt or anything, just like puts it in the dirt. Maybe throws some fallen leaves around it or something.
Oh wow. They're using both their snouts to try and
Saving throw.
Ooh.
All right.
I
Plus nada.
I will most likely brutally fail. And I didn't grab my dice I said I needed to grab. God damn it. I'll be right back.
Would I have advantage from enhanced ability on this? Does it
I
apply to
got
saving
a
throws too?
That's an 18 at plus 7.
I got a 16.
22.
25.
Damn.
How do you roll with Oh, never mind, I found out how.
not bad. 17.
It's magic.
Also, I rolled a 17 for my save.
Is the flower a
Okay.
mimic?
I rolled a 16. Hmm. So close.
So,
I tried. Who are here is like a magic caster or what?
I can cast spells.
Oh. That depends on what we're casting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm just asking.
I
'cause
can cast fists.
magic stuff. I go. So guys, you realize he had no eyes, but gave us descriptions. How is that possible?
Magic or something. Can do a lot of strange things.
I mean, you
I
guys
took-
did pump him full of a lot of different magic.
Yeah.
There's
This
at
would be a
least
previous
3.
memory, though.
Oh.
How did you?
I would have to do a
Before we
religion.
hit him with anything.
How can
If
previous?
I
Oh, how did?
see if any of my texts would know anything of that similar to that.
I bonus cast.
Can I look at the flower with my mask on? Does it reveal anything or no? Oh, okay.
It makes you cool.
Well, I want to keep it on. I want to keep it on because I like the mask, but I vote for the masked salesman.
I mean, I don't really know. We've got
Or Sean, either one.
our spell we were on about earlier.
Let's go to the salesman.
Sure.
I did want to buy a mask. Okay, so I stride up to the salesman and be like, "Hey, hello there, what's up, my man? My name is Humbubblings Esquire, and I've heard you're selling some fine wares, my lady, and I'm really interested in seeing what you may have to offer. May I peruse your wares? Do you have anything?" Perhaps could I have one more form-fitting to my face? Maybe to fit my nose. Some kind of or gladiator.
Are there any non-porcelain masks? Zoinks!
Glad I bought it for 5 last night.
Ooh.
As my companion here has purchased one of these masks before, may I leave for a moment to discuss with him the quality of his mask and if perhaps if he has any advice about my purchase before I decide. Okay, so I leave from the man and I like huddle the group around me for a second and be like, "Oh, well, wait, what do we want to know?"
We want to know.
Because I still have the zone of truth. Perhaps there's a way I could cast it if someone could distract him and then he wouldn't even know.
I
can't imagine a way to cast Zone of Truth sneakily.
I actually like the idea of getting all our suspects together and then casting it.
Yeah.
But that's just like inviting. If there's like a couple people, for example, Sean and the mask guy, then like Sean has incentive to accept the casting and so on, because that would make him seem more cooperative, even if he, if there is foul play.
How far is the range of this spell?
It's like an area of 15 feet.
Yeah, it's not large. It's not going
Enough
to cover the
just
courtyard.
where he's standing.
Can I try
Is
to pickpocket some money off this guy?
Oh boy.
Matt, don't. Why?
Don't make him
Why?
angry.
Would that be sleight of hand or stealth? Sleight of hand, alright.
Why?
That would be... One 20 plus 4? 10.
Oh!
I asked the salesman, so what magic are you proficient in?
The creepy kind.
um,
The creepy kind.
So I'm assuming you've heard of
I
the
have
right?
nowhere near enough to buy a mask.
I asked the salesman, so I'm assuming you've heard of the murder by now. Exciting's a word that you might use.
Can I insight check this guy to see if he was faking, like when he was like, "Oh, there's a murder." Cool. That is 15 plus things that I need to look up. Because apparently my character sheet closed. I apologize. Yeah. Insight. Just a 15.
Can I do one as well, or? Oh, sorry.
I was potentially thinking of doing one for the way I was like mixing up the like calling him a man and a woman in the intro to see if I would like to.
I
Gotcha.
asked what color hair he has, or that this person has.
Cool.
Yes, I asked. I asked him. Yes, I'm
I got
asking.
a 20, by the way.
I'm seeing it.
Like your style.
Can I roll? Can I roll persuasion to get him to take off the hat? Hmm. I don't
Like I
think
said,
10 gold will be enough.
I got a 22 on the insight, by the way. 20 out. And I guess if they don't even have one because they're like something. Um, hmm. I don't, but that could like literally mean that's the one that like caught their attention because that's what it is, or caught their attention because it's like that's wrong, and it just kind of was. Cool. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I pulled the trick.
I huddled a group up and be like, so I don't know if this is the guy, but I think we should interrogate another one, someone else.
You don't think this guy
Okay.
is important for her?
I might. I could pull a deception check and say to the salesman, like, the Sean guy owes me money, so come with me while I go get it from him, and then
Before you
run
do
there
that,
together.
sorry, Tinder asks the salesman for his name.
Yeah.
His or her, or sorry.
I'm trying to stand.
Was this the only murder that's happened in the area, or have more been going on in the past? Like in
This is the
the
12th one.
Jesus.
Only 12. The 12th murder by the bloody hyacinth, right? Because I assumed that
was gonna say,
more than
I've
12
killed more.
murders would happen in, especially a city like Waterdeep.
But these ones seem to be connected at least.
Yes.
I group the people together and be like, so this guy is a little suspicious, but I don't know if he's the murderer.
I mean, yeah, this guy's definitely withholding information.
But that doesn't guarantee he's the murderer.
Oh shit.
They're both in the same area, right? Both suspects? So both in the area of the zone of truth? Hmm.
Also, we can't just sneakily cast Zone of Truth. That's like reserved as a class feature for like sorcerers.
We could also just say he's a weirdo.
So
I don't know
I
yet.
don't think that works in a
I'm sure
place with
after the murder.
magic.
It's insane.
Yeah, so essentially, imagine someone starts.
I could
Yeah.
fake doing an exorcism.
This is
So-
what Sean.
Not gonna work.
This is where I turned to Sean and
Still work for a climax, right?
what's
Thing
the
we have.
what is the mask? So the mask salesman is a suspect, right?
yes.
Mm,
Can the cat try and, or is he like at a cart, or like what is okay? Yeah. Well, Goose is gonna like try and climb up on like one of the tables and like stand up in front of her and be like, "Look, we've already said a murder happened. We're trying to figure out what's going on, and to be completely honest, a couple people here are suspects, and so we're trying to get all the information out of this. Don't run. We're gonna cast Zone of Truth." And he's just gonna look over at the dude who's supposed to do it.
See, but the bro, the potatoes, the bro, da dee da do da da. There you go.
Does it catch Sean?
Feeling.
Can we ask Sean to come within the radius?
Before
I can do it again,
yeah.
man, another time. But this does last for 10 minutes. I can do it like, okay. Okay, guys, I did my part. You guys like know what's going on. Ask them what you need to know.
I turn to Sean and be
Alright.
like, "Did you ever go to the see Denson in her shack last night?"
No, we don't have to ask those kind of questions. Let's just cut to the chase.
You
Did
didn't do
either
it.
of you kill, as in,
The
Do
person.
we know if they are affected by the spell? Or we need to test that first?
If
Someone
they
can
if they
cast
can be
it by
affected
check.
by mind affecting spells, then they should be. It's like compulsory truth, essentially.
Yeah, but like, do they need to do a save or something?
Ha. Okay.
Okay, so they gotta do.
Did Sean
a save.
roll?
Yep. They gotta roll.
That
Me, bubblings. Okay. Okay. Can I just say that? Okay, it did nothing. Sorry,
It
buddy.
did nothing.
It did nothing. You said it what?
Yes, but everyone we wanted resisted.
It appears that the caster in question is a bit too, let's use the word weak, to overpower the minds of those of us here.
Indeed.
But surely, if anyone were to support the investigation, they would have opened their minds to the possibility of the spell, as we announced it.
It's not a choice you have.
we just said we were gonna
They're just
cast
gonna play
Zone.
hardball. They're literally just like. It did nothing, guys. Just move on. They're not fucking. They're just gonna. They're just gonna.
Dude, do you think you can print stuff this? No, no.
That's
That.
It's a zone of
Okay,
truth.
Sean, should we just do it
Wait.
again?
We didn't
Do it.
zone.
Now I turned to the
No.
mask salesman. Why did you resist?
Yeah. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't work then, but
It could just be an instinctive thing.
I just lost all my cow.
Insight check.
Taking a long time, I guess. Oh, shoot.
That's a natural 20.
I need to can't be in so many places. at the same time.
Can I perform as an undercover guard to convince her to submit to the zone of truth spell?
Why would
Uh,
that do?
Yeah, like rolling performance for it.
I
How
think if
would
you want
that
to do that,
help? She
try and
just
look like you're on
still
her
want to keep her
side.
secret.
You're gonna want to keep her close to her and think like make her think you're an ally, and then get the information out of her when she thinks
You could say, we're only going to ask questions explicitly about this.
What?
You could say we're only going to ask questions explicitly about the murder and who did it.
Yeah.
No secrets have to be dispelled.
Frankly,
they're still gonna lie through their teeth. It doesn't matter. Like,
looking at the mask salesman, I'll just say we're, to be completely honest, just simply going to, once everyone complies, just be like, did you kill them? Okay, no. Did you see anything about who killed them? No one's gonna get in trouble for helping. And if you don't know anything, you're not gonna get in trouble for not knowing anything. And we're not gonna ask about your personal life.
Those are
Okay.
the exact two questions we will ask.
what?
What about you,
That's
Sean?
gotta be good questions, guys. Okay, do we want the spell again? Is that what we want to do?
Hum ding 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 dum
Uh,
ba dee,
Oh,
Does he have to be the one to ask for it to work or no? Did either of you two kill Denzin?
dun dun dun.
Did you kill them, Sean?
That's not a no, as Fighter draws his blades, and I think you should sit still.
The Syntherim's all around us. Put the sword away.
Why did you do it?
Do this so he can't come through.
I'll tell you.
No, he didn't.
We didn't make you agree to it. However, he is correct. Those weren't the questions we promised to ask.
Mask lady? Do you know anything about the murders the murder that occurred?
Is that one of the questions we said we
Yes,
would
that
ask?
is one of them we said we would ask.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Does she look at Sean at all? No?
We evolved faster.
I'm going to go invisible and position myself in the way of Sean.
Well, you didn't answer if you killed her, so
What do you know about? Mask woman. I'm sorry. You
So what's
didn't give it.
different about this murder?
What do you know about the murder?
Why you're not involved in this one?
Okay.
I turn back to Sean and ask again, did you kill Denzin?
Are we out in the courtyard? Or are we like inside?
No, you're talking about all
Just like setting. Okay, and where is this in comparison to the castle ward?
Why
Awesome.
did you kill?
I just realized he's been popped.
I release a paper bird as you see it fly off into the distance.
I will position myself in between the paper bird and Sean. So so why didn't she get the special, or why did she get the special treatment instead of the standard that we usually deal with?
If I may add, isn't the rest of the agreement that the Syntherum takes care of the rest of it?
I want to watch. Where'd you get the flower?
So what are you gonna do with us now? You got us surrounded by your men.
What
You have
exactly did
proof
Denizen
that
do?
Denizen was supporting a certain Osepides dealings.
That you couldn't figure out if you're
Well, he's trying.
I don't know.
What? Why? Absolutely not.
I'm aware. I don't know. I think this murder is a freak accident by a copycat. Oh man, my opinion has been so swayed so quickly.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying that at this point
Why do I
there could be multiple bloody hyacinths?
especially not spend on Harry's coach?
So what gave you the idea?
Well, how about we knock another out of the picture?
I don't think we need to.
Like taking my gas and taking calls by myself. It's like
Yeah,
I will say
and
I worked for him before.
it'd be
Yes,
real unfortunate if something were to happen to a strategically important person like Sean.
But if they hit,
question for you.
so
Were you the
That would
killer
turn to
in any
full-scale
of?
war.
Were
I
you the killer
like these
in
streets
any?
nice and clean.
Were you the killer in
what
any
does
of
this
the
have to
other
do with
murders
like?
attributed
How about we
to
don't
the?
talk over how about we don't talk over Tinder for a second?
Barely studying them.
I can't say I've done a job earlier for him. We did try to stop a slave trades.
Yeah, we do. That is something that I've employed with Sean a number of times to take
And a
out
certain
slave
someone
trades
else,
and
if I'm
things.
not mistaken, has employed you for things like that.
wow, both.
Huh?
Um,
Oh no, that never happened.
if while they're still,
I'm willing to look the other way as long as you go by normal routes next time.
If I
Normal routes
understand,
don't work in this city.
Normal routes, or at least something that doesn't tie you in. You didn't have,
you speak
for
you
the
speak
record,
of corruptness.
for the record.
You speak of corruptness, but you think yourself above the law on this matter. How does that work together?
I say we take his leg.
I say
Wouldn't-
you shut your mouth.
So violent.
But if we replace them while becoming corrupt, if we replace them by or while becoming corrupt and breaking our own rules of how we do things,
Believe it or not.
we become worse.
But the problems we solve while doing so do stay solved.
They do. You broke it for a good reason, but the reason is not
I
good
s-
enough to justify doing it when
Is there a higher up?
hey,
Is there
Would
someone
you feel
higher
safe
up in Syntherium than you?
or locked up?
I think you should report yourself to him as your repercussion.
Or just to confess and get put in jail and like you might not be a target there.
explain the situation as you have explained today. Understand that it is allow them to understand that it is a
Give them what information you have. They may be corrupt, but
no.
I don't think the watch. No. That's the one I think you should watch. Then you can't. There's no way you'll be able to continue ridding the streets of slave traders and other evil things.
they won't stand for the betrayal though. There's no way he'd get out of that. Like
Mm.
please pass on any leads you have towards the corruption within the system that we could carry on in the event of any misfortune. There may be more.
I've seen them actively coming to the aid of slave traders more than once. and just about had to murk a couple of them for doing just that when they tried to stop us from doing the right thing.
Amen.
Like I
Walter
said,
around here is incompetent.
like I said before, if the group's all right with it, I'm ready to I'm all right letting you go. Just tell your superior.
So you dealt with the riffraff because the system would not, and they instead helped the
So-
bad guys.
Here's the
But
thing.
now your crimes have been confessed, and you're fucked. Okay,
I
guys.
would so the likely repercussions that you'll face by talking to your superiors and telling them about this, Sean. What exactly would those be? Talking to Jack.
You're not good.
Mhm.
If not, bang out of that. And, like,
With those who stand by. Oh, you've already taken a hit to your reputation.
I could
You
cast
killed in cold
guidance.
blood.
People could, and try and
But
help
it
you.
is not too late, and it is not necessarily justified for you to be completely removed from doing your good work here. You should repay for this by doing that good work. Would those who stand by you to support your case, would they lose standing as well?
You're better living. Yeah.
Well, Sean, I've worked under you for a good minute now. I reckon I'm ready to stand by your case.
I've
You're
worked.
too valuable for me. I'll stand with you.
I've worked for you
I
once.
feel
And
partly
no one's
responsible.
going in the harbor in concrete boots.
I feel partly responsible. It was my spell in the end that made you break your oath, and now you must face the consequences, and so should I. I feel like there is a righteous option here for me, so I stand with you.
Eventually, I'm taking this thing because we don't want to lose.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's hard to get that. I'll stand with you.
I've worked with you once. I know I don't have much standing within the Syntherum, but that one time has shown me you are trying to improve this town. So
I'd say
therefore,
that
I should
probably
stand with
absent.
you.
Yeah, that
Can I make an insight check of if he is trying to um
Get away.
basically manipulate us into supporting him by, even though he's being honest? Like, can I try to discern his
Mm.
motivations behind it? That's a 14.
At the end of the whole thing, I was also thinking I still have what was it? Yeah, detect evil and good, and the description of it says, well, especially with the mask. Like a creature.
That's like demons and stuff.
There's like aberration, celestial, just to like make sure, like especially while it's still in the zone of truth, that's like if that would give us any information as to the creature. Um, apparition, celestial.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Sean,
Hmm.
how did you inscribe the liver though?
Oh. Hmm.
How
Oh.
did you inscribe the what?
The
Well, they
liver.
found out. So maybe this tale of misfortune really do be real. Good thing my pumpkin didn't go out last night.
Can I insight check the mask seller to see if she perked up at the mention of the liver? Okay. There we go. And I think I'll use my DM inspiration for this one if it's like not good.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Nearby.
Or aberrations?
Okay, I got a 19. Okay. And to other things.
How do you react to a liver? Excuse me, ma'am. How do you feel about liver?
Hmm. So maybe
Intent.
the
I'm still
aspirational.
invisible. Can I just like fly like go straight up to them and just kind of just watch them for the rest of this conversation?
I think I would turn back to the mask seller and go, "Excuse me, ma'am. I know that didn't tell you that we would be asking questions like this, but do you own a flower garden?" Okay.
What color is your hair?
We
Do you
already
have hair?
got that. It's silver.
Okay.
That was before the zone of
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Can I see
So
a clear
True.
hair color?
We've discovered that John Hardlock did this one though, so whatever that Hyacinth said wouldn't apply to. Whatever
With
that
advantage
Hyacinth
because I can
said
be
would-
right in her face.
Okay.
Just roll stones up.
It didn't make any difference. I rolled a natural 20.
Ooh.
So it does match.
So I then
Right? Brown and
I
red.
asked her, do you grow any hyacinths within your garden?
I'm sorry,
A lot of questions.
Barring any follow-up questions.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
Don't need to be
Mass
rude.
suspicious now.
Won't
Crap.
say anything. I'll continue to just watch her.
Yeah,
She looks very nervous as as we're asking these, I'm guessing. Are her hands moving towards anything? Is she like making any subtle movements away? That sort of thing. Do I see anything? Oh, that natural 20 doesn't carry over. That's fine. 18.
That's enough.
I'll also gotcha.
Can I asked Sean, was there any thing DNA wise left around, or not DNA, like hair strands or anything left at the other scenes of the Harrisons?
Bloody.
Can I see if that makes the
Tinder,
salesman do
Yes.
anything?
go get the flower.
Flower's dead.
Isn't
Can I see
Flower
if that
dead?
question made the
Flower's dead.
salesman nervous?
Hmm.
7.
I don't think we'll need to keep people out anymore. We know who did this murder.
Can I just rip the mask
And
off?
we're on the side now, kind of.
It was a 7.
Answer true. Answer truthfully. Have you taken the life of another human being?
Grades.
We all have.
Let's just say what's this?
It's of the white
What you call this
hyacinth.
By the way, my insight what was it, the insight was a 17.
You're just being so.
Can I
Have
tell
you left
if there's any
hyacinths on their bodies?
I think I can think of a
My blades are still out, just so everyone's aware.
Oh.
Hey,
15.
Do I have to? Because all my eyes are closed. I'm seeing through my familiar.
21.
When do you think?
Oh,
when
okay.
do you think
Can I pull my dagger out
Yeah,
at
because
this
you are
point?
seeing through its senses.
So many Harry Potter.
Okay. Right.
I rolled a
Ooh, dirty 20.
initiative check.
21.
Gotcha. I rolled a dirty 20 as well, actually.
Oh, dude. All right, I'm going.
Nice.
16. Them.
I would like to, or
Made
well,
the 18
I
initiative.
will wait for my turn.
22.
Hold person.
Shoot her with an arrow.
Mm-hmm. I will
Gonna-
go. Oh, they definitely
to
kill
match
people and
all of
leave.
they did it.
Death.
So this is a white hyacinth. Cut.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sean, no.
Cool.
when will that be?
In turn,
Okay.
in
That's gonna be the
terms
next.
of in terms of transporting our apparent prisoner now, I'll summon Shadow Spawn and just have them brute strength like grapple them and then just fucking take them to where we're going.
Able to lift them up.
Doing intimidation things? Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
I love that.
Let's go.
With endurable
Right,
and killable
there's a
bonus?
So that be
Zenthera.
so that would be 3 hours. 3 checkpoints from hours. All right.
off again 4 hours and then 8 hours.
Ooh,
Thanks for that, man. Thank you.
I can help. And
Thanks
this
for
is,
the session. That was very enjoyable.
you said plus killable and
great.
Great.
you said plus killable injurable.
I'm
Alright.
gonna